So I have a funny story to tell you. Yesterday, I decided to go and get a haircut, but I didn't know that when you sign up for a haircut, your hair is not the only thing that gets cut in half. So is your trading account. Just kidding, I did not lose half of my trading account, but I am ending the day red after a couple of really nice days. I'm all green this week until today where I took a red day. Honestly, I've been trading pretty well the last couple of days where I'm trading a lot of Moderna on the long side, on the front side. And yesterday was a day I shorted it. And then also I traded AMC on the long side the last couple of days as well. So let's dive into my trade on Moderna MRNA right now. Today, I longed Moderna and this is the big red for me today. I've done well on this stock the last couple of days. Yesterday I shorted this move around 317s down to the 308. And then the day before I was long on the way up, and then same here on the way long up there as well. All longs pretty much since the day it broke up to new all-time highs. It's in my last couple of recap videos, and decent news, stock trading near all-time highs. It's really until this move yesterday that I started getting more interested in the short side. But I've done decent MRNA on the long side all the way the last couple of days. So the reason I shorted Moderna yesterday around the, you can see 317s area here, I covered, shorted some more, covered into the flush, and then covered all and re-shorted down to 308. That was a decent move. Final piece stopped out here. I traded mRNA on the short side. First of all, it was red on the day yesterday, so that would technically be the second red day. And I'm waiting for the move to 317s area. And the reason I was waiting for 317s is because of this big flush out move that happened Tuesday when the stock went to new all-time highs 340s and it had like a midday sell off from 340s all the way down to 330s 303. So that's a 40-point drop on mRNA. So that's the reason I was more interested in the short side yesterday around this area, because you can see this is the area of some decent resistance here, and that got respected the same way as well yesterday. So, I've been doing decently on the mRNA on the long side for the last couple of days and on the short side. So today it's time for me to give back to the stock. So I lost today on mRNA on the long side only. The reason I was more long biased is thinking that if we can break out through, first of all, yesterday's higher day, and then through, you can see we broke out above that area for a while. We can push to, yes, 330s and above to where we came from yesterday, around 330s, 332s, and 335s. And I had some decent entries in the morning. I had some entry here, starter, 323s, and added on the way up, 326.90s. So up here, I was up decently, but I wanted a bigger move to 330s and 335s like we talked about. So that's why I didn't sell. If I had sold, that would have been a very green trade, but I didn't. I was trying to let it work, but this stock was very, very bipolar today. The morning breakout was really strong and it just slammed right back down. So I respect my stops. Doesn't matter how convinced I am or how high probability of a setup it is. I still respect my stops. So you can see this thing I got stopped out here. It was not fun. Stopped out here, all the sell candles, and then the stock tanked a lot further. And yeah, we got a decent bounce. I did go back for like some smaller scalps here. The VWAP reclaimed 320s and added some and sold into the push. And I tried it again, didn't work out. But the most of the losses came from this huge candle right here, this loss on the way up. I had an average up here after the ad on the way up, about like 326.50s. And then it was not fun to lose like $5, almost $5 a share. So, and I had some decent size on it. And yeah, sure, I did make some back on the secondary move from the VWAP reclaim to the push, but no, still, it's not recoverable at this point. So I'm ending the day red because of this sticker All the other stocks I traded were green, but my main focus was on MRNA. And that's just how I trade. I like to have one focus, sometimes two, but all the other stocks I trade will be on kind of like side watch, smaller size, and kind of just taking like some scalp moves. But today I was really looking for a bigger move on MRNA, but just didn't happen. But all the stops are respected, so it's not a detrimental damage to my account. The next stock I traded is IGC. This one is a stock I've traded in the past before. It's a cannabis stock, and if you look at the daily chart, this thing has been long time downtrending. Lots of spikes around the 440s, 360s, and above it has all the bag holders at 7s, 9s, 8s, all the way to double digits from the marijuana run in 2018 and 19, but I haven't traded the stock for a while. But looking at the chart is the reason I'm more short biased on the stock, especially when it was trading around the 450s. It was trading very high volume pre-market, so I did think that it was gonna test the 5s and 6. I didn't think they're just gonna spike and sell off that quickly. So that's the reason I kind of waited for a while to enter the stock short, just because I want to make sure that once I do short the stock, it's confirmed that it's gonna be the backside and there's actual selling pressure. So I left the stock alone in the morning when, it broke out from 380s to $4. It came back and then spiked up again, broke through high of the day. You can see 440s, it broke through, and it just went to like 464 and slammed right back down. So that's an extremely bearish outlook and bearish price action, because obviously someone's selling into the breakout. If you look at the volume, this is the highest volume traded on this whipsaw candle here. You can see the stock $4 to 460s and slam right back down, and that happened so quickly. So someone's executing a big sell order up there. That's the reason you can have a candle slam right back down like that. If you look at this candle on the 2 minute, this red candle is 13 million. So that's extremely high volume. You can see after that slam down, this thing just never tested $4 or even, it tested VWAP, but it was not strong enough to go above to $4. So that's why I was more bearish on the stock. I had some, like I said, small position short, 370s. I covered most of it around 330s, reshorted some, didn't like it, and then covered it out. But at the same time, I was fighting MRNA, so I always had like a short position, like a small short position. I wish I can say, it's like full size, but no, it's not. And then I left this thing alone as it tested VWAP. I was gonna re-add around $4 if we ever test that area. We just didn't. Retested, slam right back down, and I kind of want to reshort the breakdown move here. I did re-add 340s, and seeing that this could be a trap move, I got out some, and then it's only until this high confirmed to be a lower high. You can see this high was 360s compared to 380s, compared to 420s. So that's the reason after this move failed, I re-added to the short. Got some decent re-adds here, 330s, and since then we've been fading from 330s all the way down to my covers of 290s, 280s, and now 260s. I still have a final small couple thousand shares left that I'm just gonna leave it alone and see whether I break even around my average is now at 320s. Either I break even at 320s at the last couple thousand shares, or it just keeps on fading down to $2 at the end of the day. So the next stock I traded in a similar way as IGC is PRFX. So this one was up on no news. I couldn't find news whatsoever. But I do think it's a sympathy with the NURO, the low float stock that's been going from $10 to $30. And a lot of times when you have those low floaters that just go up like thousands of percent or like 500% or something, that's when you wake up a lot of these other randoms, low float, small cap runners, and PRFX was one of them. But this thing's up on no news, first of all, and it's a terrible daily chart. It was gapping up to the decent resistance on the daily around 7s and even 8s. So that's the reason, that's kind of the area I was looking to short into it. You can see pre-market already faded down. I did not short the weakness. I waited for the huge pop to 640, 650. That's what I got in short. At the on-hold, it would have been better to add up here, but I was too slow because I was focused on MRNA, and by the time I see the on hold, this thing is already sold off from 760s down to 660. So yeah, I did add some small and cover some and re-added here on the lower highs, 530s, 550s, and cover into the flush. But again, this is a small position short, so it is a green trade, but it's not enough to offset my Moderna loss. But anyways, reshort, shorted 660s, covered some, reshorted here, and covered into the flushes 5s and 430s. And I'm all out on this trade. So I am ending the day red here. It sucks, but it's a small pullback, and I will definitely be okay. So the moral of today's video is don't get haircuts if you're a day trader. That's it. If you get a haircut on your hair, your account is probably gonna take a small haircut with it. Be careful out there. There's a lot of these small cap, low float pumps going on left and right. Always manage your risk and trade your own plan. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the bad jokes. If you want to see more day trading content, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more. If you'd like to trade with me daily and get my free weekend watch list and trading journal, make sure to check out the links below for more resources. Stay green, stay positive, and I'll see you guys next time.